Welcome back to the Power in Your Voice podcast. We would like to first say thank you to those who tune in week after week, those who share the link on various platforms. Thank you. Y'all, this season, we are excited to bring you some hot and new topics. We are ready to push you further into your destiny. If you feel stuck or even overwhelmed, I want you to tune in and have a mind of expectancy, because we believe that if you challenge it, it will change.
Welcome back to the Power in Your Voice. This is your girl, Dr. Linda. I am always so grateful to all of my listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in. I always pray that you get something out of something that we've said, something we've discussed. Whether you believe in what we're saying or you totally agree with us or not, hit us up and let us know what you think. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic called Do You Know? I know that sounds like, wow, what do you mean, do you know? So many times we think that people know something that really they do not know. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, oftentimes we tie things up and we hold ourselves back from the most important peoples or the most important things. Why do I say that? Because we define things by the way we think. We can form bad habits. We can form all types of things. Sometimes it's all in our upbringing, and sometimes it's in our circumstances. So today, we're going to deal with this thing called Do You Know? Come on, chime in, Renice. Let's talk about this thing called Do You Know?
Dr. Linda, I think that is a good topic. I really think that's a good topic. For the simple fact, do they know? Do they know why you feel the way you feel? Just before, we was having a discussion, and you said something I thought was so amazing. We allow certain things to drive us, and we're holding on to something that causes us to hold back, or something to be withheld from us, because we are holding on to something, whether it's factual or something that we didn't blew up. We allow our emotions, as you were speaking with me earlier, to sometimes just drive us. And I'll never forget when you was talking to me and I was so upset about something, and you just turned to me and said, girl, them folks forgiven. And when you said that they were forgiven, I had to go back and ask myself, do they know why I'm even upset? And come to find out, they had no clue of why I felt the way I felt. I'm walking around angry, and they walking around laughing. And all we had to do was come to a conversation about it. Whether we came to an agreement about my feelings were my feelings. But we hold people to something that they may necessarily not even know why you feel the way you feel. And that's a place of bondage for us while they're walking around free.
Yes. Wow. That's good, Renice. Let's just dig into this a little bit deeper, because we're talking about a topic, and that has a lot to fulfill when we're talking about do they know? Do they know that you're angry with them? Do they know that you're upset? Do they know that you're disappointed with them? There's so many things that can dive into that about do they know? A lot of times our pain causes us to react to things that we should have or we could move forward with, or we can even allow people to come back into our lives. But when we are holding on to different things, that closes out so much. And Renisha, you brought it to the forefront, and that's called bondage. Bondage is something that somebody is holding you. That's a holding place. And a lot of us, we're walking around in our pain, we're walking around in our feelings, our emotion. And I know for myself, when I'm walking around in my emotion, sometimes people can say something to you that can strike you. And they're not even, they have no intention or they have no knowledge of what is going on in your life. And when they say that, you retaliate or you react because you are dealing with something personal yourself. Come on, Ebony, weigh in on that. I just got to hear you in on that right there. Do they know? Wow, this is deep.
I thought that was a very good topic of what you were just saying there about how people could say something to you, or you could say something to someone and cause them to react. And I thought that was amazing because I just think about something simple, my kids, excuse me, with my kids, me being mom and dad right now, they don't know I've had a long day at work. They don't know anything. They don't know what the stress level is or anything. So when they come and just mama, 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 and I turn around and say, what do you need? They don't understand, oh, mama is stressed or mama's got a lot going on. All they know is I need this and I don't know how you're going to do it, but this is what I need. So I think of it from that point of view, because as adults, we don't like to think as ourselves as that person, but we are. We could be at work, like they say, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, whether it's your blood pressure is up, whether it's you just received bad news or you were late for work or you had somebody hit your car on the way to work, doesn't matter. So when somebody says something to you, they don't know that your morning has been good or bad. And I think about the company that I work for. Every time we have a one-on-one, before they start anything, any of our meetings, they first go around to say, how are you today? Because they want to know, what is my pace? Let me fill my room first, because they see, especially with me, with my husband being gone right now, they see she might be fragile today. She might be stressed. I don't know. Let me fill her first. And when they feel me, then they know, okay, we can approach it this way. So I say all of that because many times we don't know. So sometimes just taking that extra moment to fill the room, even if you feel like somebody has offended you or made you upset because you didn't think you said the wrong thing, but you said the wrong thing to them that caused a reaction. All you have to do from there versus getting upset is understand that they might be having a day today. We are all human. You're going to have a day. And some of us do not have that ability to sit alone or to just be by ourselves because we have to work or we have to go to the grocery store. It could be just as simple as going to the store. You get that one wrong person, you already know you having a day and they're being rude and now you've reacted. And I will never forget when we were in England, there was a young lady. She just always had a nasty attitude. But when I would go in there and I knew I wasn't really having a good day, I would go stand in the longest line to go to somebody nice because I knew that this girl could cause a reaction out of me because I was in my emotions. I was in my pain. I was in my hurt, whatever the case may be. So that's a really good point. People really got to understand that people are going through. Don't take it personal when they bite your head off. don't take it personal when they say something to you that you feel like hurt your feelings. Let them get whatever they got off their chest and just ask them, are you okay? Do you need anything?
Yeah.
Like that's what it boils down to, because nobody knows that you going through just as well as them.
Can I chime in with
That's
that real quick,
good.
Dr. Linda?
Yes.
And,
Yes,
and
Bernice.
Ebony said something. She said sometimes you have to take that aggression that someone else have, and then ask them, are they okay? And when she say that, I think about that's not always easy. It's not always easy, and I don't want people to think that you just gotta let people go off on you and stuff like that. But there are times that people have real problems, and you just might
Yes.
have been the
Yes.
one that walked into something, and they could have just gotten bad news, and you could have been that one that
Yes.
just
Yeah.
was the one that didn't. And I don't think people oftentimes mean to do it. Now there are some mean people out there just evil, but there are some people that are really going through things, and you don't know why they're having an explosion. And one thing you have always taught us,
Yes.
Dr. Linda, as your children, check on folks. You don't know why
Yes.
they blowing up. Make sure that they're okay. I think sometimes, and I hate to say, I don't, but sometimes we have so much animosity in our homes, in the church, in the workforce, between siblings. It's because we don't check in to see how a person is doing. Just because you may be okay, that doesn't mean that everybody is okay. But one thing you have always taught us, okay, now you check on them, now let them check on you too. I mean, there's gotta be a balance. This do they know is a serious topic, Dr. Linda, because sometimes we respond to something that we don't even know what's going on. We have to be careful with that. Do they know why you're acting the way you're acting? Because there's always a cause and an effect. I did this because you did that. You did this because I did that. Instead of just really having a conversation. Pain is real.
It is.
People's pain is real. Grief is real. Disappointment is real. Divorce is real.
Yes.
Children being on drugs while mother is or father is worried. This stuff is really real. And we wonder why we live in an angry world. We don't do no checkups. But the doctors tell us that we have to have checkups. Dr. Linda, this topic is a heavy one right here. I'm gonna give it back to you.
Yeah. All right. I see my granddaughter Jada. She's gonna weigh in on this. Come on, Jada, talk to me.
Y'all been saying some good stuff. I was in the background, but I've been listening, and it reminded me of today. Me and Davion were at the tailor's getting some work done to some clothes, and this lady came in while Davion was getting fitted, and this lady was going off on the like front desk woman about a slit in her skirt. She wanted a 2-inch slit in her skirt, and she was going off, y'all. And me and Davion were just sitting there listening, and we wanted to say something, but the lady was really handling it. Like the lady was coming at her with this, and that, like, call this person, you doing this wrong, when you gonna be done, da 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 da, and just like giving it to her for no reason. And we were so in shock listening to the lady, but also at how the woman that was working there, how she was responding. The lady was still smiling, and it wasn't even a fake smile. It was like, you're upset right now and you're having a bad day and you're trying to put that on me, but I'm not going to take that. And it just reminded me of something that the Lord has been teaching me about when someone tries to give you an emotion, you don't necessarily have to pick that up. Like when we're taught that when someone throws a ball to you, catch it. But with emotions, it's like someone can throw you an emotion, or an emotion can just come to you, like anger or resentment or bitterness, but you do not have to pick that up. You can look at it. And the illustration that I heard was like, look at it and ask that emotion, where are you coming from?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Like, who sent you? And you don't have to necessarily pick it up. Like, we always feel like when we feel anger come to us that we have to act that way. And we really don't have to act that out. And another thing that I wanted to speak on is us wanting compassion from other people when we're going through, but not giving that same compassion when other people are going through. Like, we can be so quick to be like, well, why didn't she say hi to me? Why didn't she, check on me? Why didn't she this or that? But did you check on that person? Did you ask that person how they're doing in their situation? Do you even know what's going on behind closed doors? And we really have to check ourselves. And the Lord has really been teaching me that, like forgiveness and self-control for yourself. Like, you don't do that for the other person so that they can feel better. You do that so you can remain in healing. And that's all I wanted to share, y'all.
That's a good way in, y'all. I'm serious. I am. This topic is so heavy. Do you know? When you're talking about do you know, we walk around with a lot of things that are going on in our life. Renee said that peoples are dealing with real grief. Peoples need their bills paid. So many things are happening. Peoples are losing their homes. So many things are happening in this world. You're making money, but yet it's still not enough money. And so we ask questions like, why does this happen? Why does this have to happen to me? Why do I have to go through what I'm going through? Why did I have to lose my mother? Why did I lose my child? And there's so many questions. My husband and my father. It is so many things that people are battling with in their mind right now. And y'all, I'm going to tell you again, it goes back to a support group. It definitely goes back to a support group, because if you don't have that support group, somebody that's encouraging you, checking on you, doing that checklist. How are you doing? And a lot of times people don't want to talk about how they're doing. You don't necessarily have to talk about it. You just need somebody there. That's what I believe, because right now may not be a good time to talk about it, but I need somebody just to be there, to be sensitive to me, to be understanding, to just know that right now, that I'm not myself. And a lot of other times that we deal with people is because they think we know that they're going through, and we do not, because we don't talk about things anymore. We go and we isolate ourselves, and we just begin to blame the world. And that's why we're getting so much anger. That's why we're getting so much emotion going on in our world. And so now we need a new method of how to deal with our situations. Now we are coming to a place saying, you know what? My mother's not my support group. My father's not there anymore. My sister is not there anymore. And so we're crying out in so many different ways. But the way that we need to cry out, because every person that listens to this podcast do not know the Lord. Every person have their own belief. I may have Mormons listening to me, and they may not believe the way that I believe. I may have peoples that have other gods that they deal with, and But one thing I do know is that you need a great support group, that we do not allow this pain, and we do not allow things to take us to the top. And we learn how to not to react to the things that are going on in our life. And most of all, let us not judge one another, because I don't know what you're going through and you don't know what I'm going through. But one thing I do know, everybody on this crystal ball earth is going through something. That's why you're getting the stuff that we're getting. And the question again is, do they know? So wait before you respond to anybody and be angry, be upset. Do they really know what you're going through? Have you talked to anybody? Before you give up on life, before you give up on your situation, go and talk to somebody, because I may not be going through your situation and I may have the answer, and you may not be going through my situation and you may have my answer. So do not isolate yourself from people. Make sure you stay around positive people. Even when you think you know something about that person, you may not know. And just remember this, be set free. Don't allow bondage to hold you back because of something you think you know. Because the question was, do they know? Y'all, we're going to tune in on this again. This is a nice conversation. Hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's look at it. Let's look on life. Because, y'all, as I said, oftentimes, y'all, we hold ourselves back from some most important people that loves us, that cares. Sometimes we don't pick up the phone. Everybody is going through something. So let's just keep praying one for another. God bless all you all. Peace out. Tune in next week.